Hey, what's up, turtles? Krik here with Black Outdoors, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Mountainsmith World Cup pack. Stick around. Mountainsmith sent this pack over to us, so I want to thank them first of all. But just some of the broad specs of this pack: it is 25 liters, made out of 610D Cordura, which is a really great weight in my opinion. And MSRP is $119.95, but if you look around, you can find it cheaper than that. And this is also the barley colorway, which I'm a huge fan of. All right, with that out of the way, let's start taking a look at the specifics of this pack. And we're gonna start just up top here. Just a small little zippered pocket. I have my cell phone in there. It's a fleece line for electronics, things you don't want scratched. Covered zipper track on there. Move down now towards the front of the pack. And I didn't mention it earlier, but this bike is specifically designed for, or excuse me, this pack is designed for bike commuters, people who are riding their bicycles. So we have a really big pocket on front here that is designed to be able to open up wide enough to hold a bike helmet. I don't know, I guess when you get off your bike, you're taking your helmet off, you don't have it swinging all over your pack, because at 2 points in my life, I rode a bicycle for commuting purposes. So there's features of this pack I'm really kind of happy with. But in here I just have, this is the fire kit. This is a pouch actually I made. And there's some organization in there should you want. That's a field notes cover that fits back behind that. A little admin pocket that's expandable. We do have some bungee, some shock cord on here if you want to attach, like an outside layer. I've used this to put my ground pad. The only thing I found is when I do this and cinch this up pretty tight, sometimes it can make it a little weird getting in this pocket. So you can see how it kind of torques on it, but definitely not a deal breaker. There are 2 water bottle pockets on this pack, which is another feature that really drew me to this pack. And I have in here a 40-ounce clean canteen that gets swallowed by this pocket. And I like that there's a draw cord on here. Regardless if I was going to put water bottles in here, it's nice to be able to cinch the top of this pocket up just so things aren't going to fall out. Only critique with this design of pocket, and I sort of like how it's folded over on itself and sewn in, but part of me wishes there was some of this 610D nylon maybe underneath this, like the Grand Tour was that I reviewed from Mountainsmith. 2 water bottle pockets, same exact design on this side. I have nothing in it right now, but it's there should your heart desire something to fill it with. Take a look at the features that are located on the back of the pack. And we have really wide shoulder straps. And for being a 25-liter bag without a rigid frame and a hip belt, a really thick hip belt I should say, Mountainsmith says this pack can carry 40 pounds, which to me is a lot. But when I first put these packs on, these shoulder straps are very, very comfortable. And they do hold weight very well, considering there's not a load-bearing hip belt on this pack. But we will touch on what hip belt is here. There's adjustable sternum strap. You can just unclip this and move it up or down should you need to on both sides. I'm calling these the love handle huggers, or little wings. It's this feature on the other Grand Tour that I've done a video on that offers more points of contact. It feels like it sort of wraps around the body, and you probably really can't see that, or the camera's not going to pick that up. It's more of a sensational thing you feel when you put it on your body, and that's a great thing because when you're riding your bike, you really need your pack secure. You don't want it sliding around on your body, especially if you're looking over your shoulder, looking at traffic coming behind you. So these little love holder wings, or handles that I call them, it's a really great feature and I love them. Like I mentioned before, there is a hip belt on here. We all have seen the buckles, and this is removable if you don't want it on your pack. So those are pretty much all the features on the outside of the pack, but now I want to get into the internals. So my finger is tracing a long zipper track right here, which is the laptop compartment. This is laptop compatible. There's a couple things I want to touch on here. And first, since I'm talking about laptops, we're taking a look down here at this extra padding. So when you put your computer in here, it's not just hitting the bottom of the bag, or if you set it on the ground, there's just extra padding, which makes all the difference if you're carrying your computer all the time. Now, my left hand right here is squeezing more padding. There's a really thick layer of padding in between this yellow and the outside of the pack, and that's great because, like I said, if you've ever ridden your bike or rode your bike for commuting purposes and carried a laptop, it can dig into the bottom of your back. I've never used a bag that was designed specifically for bike commuters. So seeing these features makes me wish I knew about these features, I guess, when I was riding my bike. I think everyone gets what I'm trying to say. Yeah. All right, get into the main compartment. So this pack is almost like a top load design because the zipper track is just running horizontal to the ground. So when I open that up, it's sort of, again, like I said, just the top load design. In this small zipper pocket, got my headlamp floating around in there. I'm a real big fan of small pockets at the top of larger compartments. Just makes it really easy to get to important items. Now I just have I got my rain jacket in there. I got a fixed blade knife in the hydration compartment should you want to hang a bladder from this pack. It is compatible. The hook to hang your bladder so it stays up in your pack, and it will just slide down in there. Pretty standard. Like I was saying before, again, there is more padding between now this inside of the bag and the laptop compartment, which we just finished looking at some frames back. So theme of this pack is a lot of padding, which is great. When you're hiking through the woods, normally the pack just sort of hangs off our shoulders and sort of straight down off our back. But when you're on your bike, your body's leaned over, so you have more of the content sort of pressing on the back, on your back. So the more padding, the better in my mind. Great job. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the main compartment, and that's pretty much it for the pack. So at this point, I'll play catalog model just so you can see what the pack looks like as it's setting on my body. So that's pretty much it on this windy day for this pack. If you have any questions, anything I didn't go over, sure to drop us a comment, let me know. If you have any experience with this pack or any other ones from Mountainsmith, let me know. Holler at your turtle.